Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Are You Garbage? Please make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get the videos as they come out.
Yeah.
Do it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there. Welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? It's the show where we sit down with your favorite comedians and find out if they're good, classy, or if they're just a big old piece of shit. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day here, down here, Aunt Tootie's basement, sitting around the table, chopping it up with the boys. My best pal in the whole world is sitting right fucking next to me. My knee is touching his thigh, and it's twitching because the kid is not calm, cool, and collected. He's got anxiety.
Yeah.
Kippy, Kevin, James, Ryan, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, gang. Happy to be here. I really do not like the fact that we're touching. Guys, make sure you please rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. You can subscribe there as well. Also, patreon.com/areyougarbage. You can sign up for bonus content, bonus episodes, videos. At the end of every month, we're going to be doing a live stream with you guys that sign up for it.
Look out.
You get to ask us questions. We're going to be asking you questions. It's a whole fucking scene. Also, podcastmerch.com. Get yourself a fucking T-shirt.
Let's go.
And the Are You Garbage card game is now out, I hope. So get that. The link will be in the description.
Just in time for the fucking holidays. And, gang, don't forget, December 10th, we're going to be in Royersford, PA.
The announcements. There's a lot of them.
Co-headlining at Soul Joel's Comedy Club.
Also, have your pets spayed or neutered, everybody.
Let's get it all out now.
Come on down.
We're in the fourth quarter of the season here, gang.
I got to make a little bit of gauge. Let's go.
Those Christmas trees are coming up low on the bottom. I'll tell you that. Empty boxes all around. It's like a department store at the Foley household. Real quick, let's tip our hats to our producer extraordinaire, the very funny, the very talented Mr. Toby McMullen.
T-Bone, my man.
We love you, pal. And that's neither here nor there because we couldn't be more excited to have our incredibly special, incredibly requested guest here with us today. I think it's going to be a real fun one. You know this gentleman from Ihop with Nikki Glaser and his own podcast called Puddles. I slept on his kitchen floor in Bushwick for 6 months.
Quit bragging.
We called ourselves roommates. We hung out, watched TV together, talked about life, learned lessons. It was fantastic. I'm telling you off the bat, I know he comes from a little bit of cash, but this kid is straight trash.
Yeah, man.
He's garbage.
You have like guy who smoked too many cigs. You've seen some shit face.
Andrew Collin, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, shit. I remember stepping over your dead body every day to go to work. And I'm like, what are you doing, Foley? He's like, I'm a waiter. And I was like, yeah, right. Yeah, you've been dead for 6 months. And then you just go, like a bear, like that's woken up before his hibernation's over. And he's just,
This guy sleeps tense. Comes up out
Daddy,
of,
no!
Oh, yeah.
Comes out of a nightmare every time.
Oh, every time, man.
But then I saw you in that like French restaurant in the West Village, and you're an amazing waiter. Like you were incredible. Like,
Did you live there? Did I live there?
No, I walked the dog by there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But
couple of go-getters, huh?
It was a nice dog.
Oh, you were working at that restaurant, sleeping on my floor. I was walking a dog. You remember?
I just remember
the good old days.
I remember me and you hanging out watching basic cable, like laying around while everybody else was at work all day.
Christ.
That house was a shithole. We lived next to that drug dealer named the King.
Yeah.
And then one guy just disappeared, and we never looked into it.
You don't ask questions around here, all right? Keep it moving.
There was some Indian guy who thought he was like, he moved there, and he came from a decent family, I think, and he's like, oh, no, now I'm a hood rat, and I'll hang out with the neighbors. And then he just disappeared. And I swear to God.
Takashi 6'9".
Yeah, he's 69. I love that guy.
Oh, dude, there's a great documentary on Hulu about
Love it.
I watched it.
Fantastic.
I watched
it.
All about 6'9". Great marketing.
Yeah.
Kid knew what he was doing.
Next episode, we're going to both be in red bandanas. I
did a couple of face tattoos and some downloads. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into it. I want to hear the backstory of Andrew Collin.
You're a Southern boy, I think, right?
Florida, which a lot of people don't say is Southern.
He comes from
it's
a
very
respected
annoying. Yes, I
family.
come from a respected family. You want to say I come from money, Foley?
This
What do you have
guy
against money?
fell off the back of the fucking.
I fell off a
golf
Bentley
cart.
and I landed on a fucking twin bike from 1946. Yes,
I imagine you
I've
grew up
owned-
rich and you were a nightmare.
I started from the top and I fell far.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, my dad's a doctor. He's an oncologist, a cancer doctor.
In
That's
Florida.
pretty good cash, especially in Florida. Those guys.
What do you get on his SATs?
Cancer. No, he's great at finding tumors. I don't know. That's all I know.
He's like that dog that sniffs them out.
Did your mom work growing up?
Is there a dog that's
Yeah, there is.
tumors?
Oh yeah, there is a dog that does that. Warns you if you have cancer.
How is he
Just
right a
growls
lot?
at Foley.
Takes a dump on you.
What if you get like you're walking in the airport, he's smelling? He's like, no, I swear to God, it's fucking lung cancer.
Swear to God, I don't even smoke weed anymore, dude.
That's a guy you put coke in his ass. And you're like, nah, I'll show you the tumor.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Somebody get me cancer, quick.
Move some product in here.
That's just Blow 2, the movie.
We started out at the cancer ward. All right, so
yeah.
he's an oncologist.
He's an oncologist.
Where in Florida did you grow up?
Well, I was born in Miami. My dad's from Queens.
Okay.
And my mom's from Chicago. They met in Chicago. And then they moved to Miami. My dad did his residency at Jackson Hospital.
Uh-huh.
And I was born in Miami. I only lived there 2 years. And then we moved to this back then it was a smallish town called Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Okay, I think I've heard of it.
Med spring training.
Sure.
And it went from 12,000 people to 200,000 over a lot of cancer patients. It was great for my dad.
Yeah.
This is in the 80s.
Yeah, I moved
So
there in
we know what
82.
was fueling the whole growth of this area.
Cancer, yes.
Cancer and cocaine.
Yeah, which go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Little C&C.
Factory. Hey,
Cancer,
Hey,
cocaine, and
CNC
oranges.
Hit Factory.
So we grew up there. It was kind of a small town. I was like the only Jew in like the whole
You're
town.
Jewish?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I would have never known. I would have never invited
Well,
you.
thanks for coming by.
No, yeah.
We appreciate it.
I know. I feel scared in a basement.
I pegged you for
With
Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I always knew you were Jewish.
I get a
Now
lot.
I cannot see it. It's like one of those 3D puzzles. Once you know where Waldo is, you can pick him out right away.
The matching sweatsuit starts to pull things together a little
Yeah.
bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
My dad's a cancer doctor. All right. No. So we grew up there.
Nice house.
Doctors. I'm not going to say
It is a little weird.
Doctors get rich later.
Yes. Okay, that's what I was
like
gonna
they go
say.
through a lot of schooling.
Yeah.
I think they deserve their
Of
paycheck.
course.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not like he just sold one house or something. Like the guy saved a lot of
A
lives.
lot of lies.
One
I
big
never-
operation rolls off the residuals.
I did a heart transplant in 88. I get a check every month.
You know what my dad would do? He'd just cut out a little of the tumor and then keep it going for years. He was smart. Real Jew.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that what you want? Is that what you all want?
Is that what you're looking
Business is
for?
down.
He's a dirty heap. Is that what you want?
And did your mom work?
Huh?
Did you-
No.
I'm fucking married to a doctor.
She worked a little in the office. I don't remember her working. She had a company called Rooms by Robin, which was a interior design company for about 3 days.
Yeah, that sounds like a rich wife's thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a hobby.
Yeah,
That
she-
was talked about at a couple dinner parties, and
yeah,
the
pretty
sequin
much.
hats that she made came out.
And everybody was every couple of bottles of wine deep. Like, Rooms by Robin. It rolls right off the tongue. I can see the business cards now.
Oh, she made business
Oh,
cards.
of course you
Yeah.
did. It was the 80s. Dude, if you didn't have a business card in the 80s, you were a fucking schmuck.
Dad paid for the whole thing.
Of course he did.
Never saw a dime.
So my mom.
I don't
was-
think she was raising outside funds for Rooms by
Well,
Robin.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably why he cheated.
There we go. First bombshell of the episode. Coming in early.
Probably why he cheated and then married the bitch.
Oh.
So they got divorced.
No. Yeah.
Guy must have been a hell of a doctor, I'll tell you that. Wait, when you say she worked at the office wasn't at the house, was it?
No. Yeah, my dad worked
An
out in the kitchen.
oncologist at they redid the shed. What are you talking about?
Well, doctors in the
He's
suburbs.
jumping out and he's in the pool right next to it.
Don't mind the kids. Now, let's see your tits.
Did you have a
Don't mind
pool
the kids,
growing
but I got some bad news.
The
up? Get out of here.
Good news is you can stay for dinner.
The bad news is you got to get off the couch because the kids got to sit down. She worked in the office. My dad started like a private practice. When he moved there, he was like the only cancer doc. There was like one other guy that kind of did cancer.
Gotcha.
And
that and fireworks.
so my dad moved like to the middle of nowhere, essentially.
There you go,
Being
set up
from
shop.
Queens, being from New York, my mom didn't want to move there.
Mm-hmm.
So that probably started the unhappiness. When,
Okay.
Our temple, one time. I'm not a big Jew, but back then
We brought it up 9 times already. Not a big Jew, so I'm at temple.
You like throwing it in people's faces, okay?
I know.
Trying to get a table
I know
at-
your audience.
Trying to get a table at a restaurant over here.
I want them to turn it off as fast as possible. No, but like they put swastikas all over. They spray
Jesus
paint.
Christ.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
the
My
South,
uncle,
Florida.
No. Yeah. That's how they asked me to prom. Yeah, it was cool.
Dude, Florida is something else.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
man.
even know if it was skin. I guess it was skinheads. I mean, it was.
It wasn't the Shriners.
Yeah. There were swastikas everywhere. There was
Jesus.
died 6 million left, which was kind of witty.
Jeez.
And I remember I brought my my Italian Catholic friend. He's like, "Is this all the time?" And I was like, "Nah, it's just for you.
Oh, you
It's just for you."
You brought him to temple then. Though. It happened the day they
It happened to be the one day that they swastika'd it up, and he was just like, "Who?" Like, yeah. And I mean,
Last sleepover at the Collin house, I'll tell you that much.
I had a lot of
Yeah, I
good
left right
friends.
before the hate crime started.
So many hate crimes growing up, and it came from
Jesus.
their parents. Like I don't know where the fuck it came from.
Sure.
I mean, they had. I remember when walking in, my one buddies had Mein Kampf, like 9 different copies. So I'm
What
like,
the
okay,
fuck?
this is pretty cool.
Paperback and hard copy.
Yeah, scratch and sniff. You could actually
Jesus.
smell the dead Jews. It was pretty cool.
That's funny because the area I grew up in was so like when I was born in upstate Pennsylvania, and that was like fucking 1950s. But when we moved down outside of Philly, it was such an eclectic, temples, Catholic churches, Muslims. Everybody was mixed in. Korean. It was crazy. So
Yeah.
we used to live a little bit of that life, and I couldn't imagine if I went over to Bethor Temple to go to temple with one of my friends, and then we were going to fucking have a nice dinner afterwards, and I saw that shit on the wall.
Yeah.
It would have ruined the evening. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
It was I grew up with my whole neighborhood was Jewish. Like half the kids I
Really?
went to school with are all everybody was. I mean, there's like 9,000 bar mitzvahs I went to.
Should have been over in Boca or something like that.
Yeah,
I know. Anytime I say I'm from Florida, I'm Jewish. You're like, oh, really? Oh, is
Yeah.
that hard? A little New York South? And I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
I got stabbed.
fucking Podunkville.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Ask
always
Mike
like,
Mahoney, who walked into a cross burning
it's always
at
weird
my
to, me,
bar mitzvah.
to people that didn't grow up. I always just thought you grew up like I just thought they were. It was just regular that everybody grew up with Jews. You don't realize that in most of the country, there's not a lot of Jewish people.
It's really like.
So that was a thing.
Yeah, it definitely was a thing.
Crazy.
And then
Did your house ever get vandalized or anything?
Oh, yeah, what is an insurance scam?
Yeah.
Come on,
Someone had to pay.
my wife's Jewish. Come on.
Yeah, and we had to pay for the radiation in the living room. No, there was not like none of
Okay.
that. But
Because that would suck.
no. But one of my buddies, I remember he lit a swastika, but on fire, like with
Swastikas are big in Florida.
yeah, it's
huh?
big. I don't know if they know what they are.
They don't.
you
When
know?
little
They just
kid-
think they're cool.
Yeah,
you
when
know?
little kids do that shit, you're like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and I remember, but it was like a good friend.
So
You
he
know,
lit it on fire.
Yeah, he lit it on fire, and then he shot a BB gun at me under the bathroom door, and he's like, "It died, Jew," while listening to Tool, and I was like, "This is," and then he wrote me 20 years later, apologizing because he went into
Jesus.
rehab, and he's like, "Oh,
I
I'm
got
a
it.
vegan now. My life's
Fuck
better."
you. I'm a vegan.
Yeah, get in the
All right,
bathroom. We're gonna shoot
no
at
problem.
you.
I was
Wait.
like, I liked you better as as Hitler.
Yeah.
Wait, he wasn't your friend. What do you mean you were friends?
We were good friends. These friends that just destroy you, but you're like, oh, they'd fight for me. These friends.
When
that
was
you,
the
Sure.
burning of the swastika and BB gun incident?
what grade? Probably 8th grade, I would say.
Jesus.
But I make it sound bad. They were good. Like I like
I
had a
make
lot
it
of
sound bad. Yeah, the hate crime kind of paints it in a dark picture there.
We had some good times too.
not every day. I would skip school.
I would fake sick.
Those were the good days. No. it
Sometimes
was-
you get a stomach bug. You don't go for 3 days.
But I went because my dad had some money. My mom wanted us to go to private school.
Nice.
So I went to this place called St. Edwards in
Okay.
Vero Beach, Florida. And we would travel an hour to school every day.
Jesus.
How'd you get there? Your mom drive you, or did you bus it?
Bus it.
So they would go collect like the people from
Yeah,
that
they
area.
collected Jews.
No, Jesus Christ.
They would drop off some, not at school. I don't know where they were going.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Yes, you were.
No.
They put us on a trolley and burn us.
Oh, my God.
Is that what you
What
want?
would you take? A yellow bus, or would it be like a nice private?
No, it was blue for Jew.
Let everybody know on the highway.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
No, because my buddy went to a private school that was like far away as well, and he would have the bus would come get him at like 3 a.m.
But they
because
said
it had to
it
go
was,
pick up
it
everybody
was.
in like a 50-mile radius.
It was insane. You
Yeah.
had to get. It was an hour to school, about an hour 5. and I played sports. So like,
Jesus.
so like you wake up 6 a.m. This is why I'm lazy now, you know, because I did it all by 7th grade.
You still fucking pulling 18-hour days as a nine-year-old.
I said
Bro,
the same
you really
thing.
were
I
though.
like
You
that.
really were because I was working I played 3 sports, so I'd leave at 7 in the morning. I'm not back till 7:30 at night.
Sure.
You know what
thing.
I mean? Just fucking, and then
Like
you
a
eat
factory
alone.
worker.
Yeah, you eat alone, and you're just like fucking. You can microwave food alone. My mom's drunk. You know, fucking alcoholic.
Dad's
That
getting
was
laid.
cool. Dad's getting laid on the other side of town by a waspy woman with fucking huge tits. My dad sent a picture of my mom in a bubble bath, not like a year ago, to the fucking
Your,
group
your
chat
mom or your stepmom?
of my stepmom.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, good, thanks. You know,
How old is she? Is she younger?
He should have went younger.
He could have went younger.
He could have
you
went
think?
younger. She had 3 kids, so
Oh, so
yeah.
And they worked at the same office together.
All the kids, yes.
No.
no. The girl, the woman worked there. Yeah.
Oh, really?
She was like the secretary.
Did she work
Same
there?
thing with my dad.
Did she work there while your mom worked there?
No, because my mom, was only there a day and then started Rooms by Robin.
She had her own things going on.
Couple bottles of Pinot and Rooms by Robin.
Really?
Honestly, yeah, that's pretty much
Damn.
it.
So how many brothers and sisters did you
I have
have?
2 brothers and then 3 step siblings.
Now.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
close to the step
But growing
siblings?
up, it was
No.
just the 2 brothers.
I don't even know their names, huh?
Growing
Yeah.
up, it was just the 2 brothers.
Yeah, pretty much.
When
So
did the affair happen and when did he get busted?
shit. I still remember like it was yesterday. So yesterday.
It was yesterday.
No. So
Man,
I got a call from my mom. She's
we're not
pissed.
even into it. I can tell you're a real fucking dirtbag.
Oh,
that Dean
dude.
Martin like joke. Like,
It's
so
garbage.
anyway, so yesterday I tell you,
I'd love to know how many dinners he's ruined
Oh, my
growing
God.
up.
a lot of silence.
Going too far.
So yeah, no, I think they got divorced at 13. They found out around 12.
Were you aware of any of this or were you sheltered from it?
I was fucking.
They don't-
I'm the one that told her.
Yeah. It was,
She had Rooms for Robin money.
I was a cuck early on. No.
Family doesn't seem like they keep a lot of secrets, to be honest with you.
So
Little loose lip. 3
Yeah.
minutes in, he's fucking selling us the house. What are you talking about?
you asked for the story.
Yeah, we want it.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I come in hot.
I love it, but nobody. A tight-lipped family doesn't produce this. This guy's letting it all hang
Yeah,
out.
I let it hang.
So
man.
12,
I love it.
13.
So I was like 12, and I remember the husband of the
No.
wife that he cheated on called my mom.
God damn it.
Yeah, and he found out. I
He
forgot
was
how
ma-
he
so
found
she
out.
was married, had kids of her
Yeah,
own.
yeah.
She worked at the office. Those
Yeah.
2 sparks started flying.
Mm-hmm.
One thing led to another.
Yep. And my dad looked for a tumor inside her pussy.
It was an exam.
Guy loves his job.
She had a referral. What you want me to do? I had to take her.
Look, the dog smelled it.
So one night,
The goddamn dog wouldn't stop barking at her. I said, let me take a look at that thing.
I love this dog, this cancer dog.
There is a cancer dog.
What a sad life.
He's like a
this dog.
beagle or something.
He's
No-
like, I just want to live.
no good news.
I just want to run.
Everyone hates him because he's always telling people they got cancer.
Get him the fuck away.
Yeah. Nobody ever likes him. That's great.
The other dogs don't trust him.
The louder he barks, the farther along it is. No, so
12,
yeah.
13, phone call one night.
I remember they sat us down in the
You don't remember
in
the phone
office.
call?
No,
Was it
In the
Rocky before? It was Rocky. Like,
Oh
it wasn't
my-
like
oh
my God.
I'm
What do you
just
mean?
asking. I don't
No,
know.
it was a-
well, like
it
sometimes
was-
they can,
it was bad.
at least keep up appearances.
Like for a year, I would say like 2 years. I'm not even fucking with you. Every night, it was like it's impressive almost when you think about it. But every
The
night,
endurance.
they're screaming at each other. Fucking fuck you, you ain't shit. And I'm in my room, watching Boy Meets
You ain't
World,
shit when
like
they play
crying.
basketball.
You ain't shit, motherfucker.
She dunks on him.
And one, bitch. Yeah. It's wet.
They're in the driveway settling the score.
I wish it was just basketball.
Starts crying.
So then,
Haven't been able to play a game of horse since.
this was great. This was great about the divorce. So they're getting
You always
they're-
love that sentence.
They're separated, right?
Wait, hold on. Take me to when they sat you down. and
Oh,
told-
they sat me down. My mom's crying on the floor. Whatever, being annoying.
Floors by Robin.
That's why you're in this spot, honey.
Look, she picked them out.
Yeah. It's nice linoleum there.
floors by Robin.
She's crying because the floors don't match the wall.
Floors by Robin, tears by Andrew. Has been bawling his eyes out.
And so whatever. And then, he's like, I'm going to move out. I'm moving to a condo. And then he moved to a condo, and the divorce.
Did he ask if you want to come with? Does anybody want to come with us?
No, he kind of knew that he was losing this one. When you
Yeah.
cheat, you don't have an upper hand.
Yeah. Sure.
He could say, "Look, I make all the money. I pay for the kids' schooling. I paid for your Jaguar, but you cheat, you're fucked."
Hold on, it's Jaguar, by the way, not Jaguar, whatever the hell.
What's that?
Your new money just
Yeah.
said. Say it
You
again.
threw a couple of different
What's the name of
syllables
the
in
car?
there.
What's the name of the car? You dirtball.
He had a Mercedes.
A Mercedes. That even sounds trashier. He had one of them Mercedes.
Mercedes Benz. Had a Mercedes Benz, a Jaguar.
I don't know what you're saying.
Sometimes it comes out,
But that's a good guy. That's classy. He
Yeah, sounds like a great guy.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, you leave.
Committed adultery, cheated. I ruined.
But you leave
tore
the house.
2 houses apart.
You leave the house and the family with the wife and the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's
not gonna put him in a fucking condo by the airport.
No, we had a nice house too. We're not gonna sit in his
of course.
condo, and my
Dude,
dad has one Diet Pepsi and like a half a pizza box, and he ate the paper.
Yeah.
Like that's what a divorce. That's the
Dude, my
saddest
dad,
thing ever.
when he sat us down, they told us, and he goes, it was me, my brother, my
Fuck
sister.
that.
He goes, anybody want to come with me today? We're like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
I'll
bro.
walk you out.
Yeah,
That's
fucking.
about it.
I'll see you out, but I'm not fucking leaving my crib. I got all my fucking shit here.
My fucking
Go
toys
stay in
are
a
here.
townhouse 40
No
minutes away.
shit.
Do you got a GT bike at your place?
Yeah, yo, we got a go-kart outside, motherfucker. Can you fit that in your trunk? 'Cause
You
if
see
not,
that pantry pussy?
I'm staying here, dude.
I'm going there.
Yeah. So then he
How many
left.
unfinished guest rooms I had to sleep in
Yeah.
his house?
Oh, man.
He was
Oh, my-
moving all the
Dude,
time. He was
those
just like,
fucking beds,
Oh.
a divorced dad's bed in the second room.
dude, the second room at a divorced dad's house is so it's never finished. It's
Bro,
never finished.
it's on like wheels. It like moves around
It's
because
tough.
he knows he's gonna move again.
Yeah, it's tough.
And like you
Oh,
try to
that just
jerk
really-
off on it, and you
Oh.
fall off the wall. Like it goes against
You
the
end
wall.
up in the hallway.
There's an
jerking off.
exercise bike right next to it, and always ironing board.
But it's not
somewhere.
hooked up. It doesn't
Yeah.
even turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah, divorced dads rule.
Oh.
That's why you have to get a wife. That's why he married the woman,
Sure.
because he
Yeah.
couldn't do anything on his own, other than, save lives.
So how long was it until?
Other than sniff out cancer.
Oh man.
So that's what I'm competing against here. Your dads, I'm sure your dads were degenerate losers.
No,
My
he's a great
dad-
guy. I haven't talked to him in 6 years. Great guy.
My
My
dad
dad's the
saved
best.
lives.
Yeah.
I had to compete against
My
that.
dad abandoned us when I was 27. Think about that.
Wait, is that possible?
I don't know.
I give-
He
that's
stopped answering the phone.
sounds
I know
on
that
you.
much.
That sounds on you.
For sure. He was like, listen, dude, I did 27 years. I'm fucking done. This
They had,
kid
a,
stinks.
they had a party for him and everything.
I can't fake it
I'm
anymore.
out.
At 27, you're an adult, man. You gotta let it go.
He just wanted to know.
I have. I don't. It's not like I drive by his house anymore, Dad.
He just wanted you to know how bad he hated you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I say that about my dad. My dad was unbelievable, and there were so many times when I look back, and I can't believe he didn't leave. Just from the torture that me and my brother put them through.
Yeah.
Just fighting and just being bastards to each other, breaking shit, ruining everything that they got. I don't know how he didn't just get in the car one day and never come back.
I mean,
Probably didn't have a hot secretary.
Yeah.
It's probably-
He was a secretary.
He
What are
probably
you
had.
talking about?
Yeah, if I know you, I know your dad didn't have many choices.
Yeah.
he did. He had a great job. He was
Foley
great
just
at what he
was like,
does.
no, dude, my
Yeah.
dad was great.
I love you, Daddy.
Yeah.
I do love you, buddy.
No,
He's
it is-
watching right now.
Yeah, from below.
Watching from hell.
Dog didn't get to him in time.
Oh.
He just sees the bottom of our feet. Yeah. So, anyways, that was pretty much it. And then he moved out, and then he ended up. No. So what was funny is I had a bar mitzvah. My friends had no idea what it was.
Sure.
Did you clean up?
$7,000. I bought a used jet ski. I spent every dollar. I didn't even have gas.
How could you be
Oh,
new money
my
at 13?
Fucking God.
That's insane. New money at 13 buys a jet
Drop
ski.
7 large.
I bought a
on
Yamaha 3-seater. I only had one friend. I was like, come on. What are we doing here? Who are we lying?
Dude.
Save room for the town races.
Yeah.
Ride bitch.
That's an insane thing to do.
What,
That's trash.
to buy it? Yeah.
I mean, it's trash to buy one as an adult, but as a fucking...
Why are my parents letting... I'm a
'Cause they're
Jew,
trash.
first of all.
Yeah.
I should invest at least $2,000 of it.
I'm surprised they didn't take half of that.
They probably did.
The Catholics, they take the whole lot.
Really?
We have our version is communion. We
Okay.
get-
I got
we get
50.
for
I
them?
think I got 50.
we don't get jack shit
They
compared
take,
to our
I
Jewish
made.
friends.
I remember making like over $1,000. But
That's a lot.
My mom took it all.
I made 200. Never saw a dime
There's
of
some
it.
Jews in Long Island that make like 70
It's
grand.
crazy.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
friends
yeah.
growing up, his parents must have spent $100,000 on this thing. They had a huge like wall-sized neon sign made that said "Hats off to Derek." It was black tie. It was black tie catered.
Derek isn't a
Band,
Jewish name,
the
is
whole
it?
night. Derek Kazayim.
Foley,
Shout
your
out to Derek.
idea of what $100,000 is.
Oh, yeah.
They go, you
Dude,
don't understand.
he's
They
get-
had a neon sign that had
They rented out the whole Applebee's.
Look, they misspelled Derek.
They had the whole. You know how like there's a step up.
Yeah,
they had
yeah,
the whole bar area. They had. People even knocked on the door. They told them, "Get out of here till 7 p.m."
They had them little swords for the cherries. It was classy.
Oh, that was class back in the
Oh,
day.
you got a Shirley Temple with a sword in it?
I turned into zero. I turned into Zorro real fucking
Good
quick.
night. You just bought an extra half hour at the table, my
They
bad.
had 7 balloons.
Yeah.
It was great. They didn't even float.
Nothing compared to communions, though.
No.
And you got $7,000.
I got
and
7, which
spent it
isn't
on
bad.
a
I spent it
fucking-
all on a jet
Don't you
ski.
wish?
I
don't
honestly
you wish
rode
you
that
had
jet
it
ski
now?
4 times. I think.
Don't you wish
4
you still
times.
had the $7,000?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. No,
I lost
I thought you
$100.
meant
I lost
the jet ski.
$100 bill when I was like fucking 14, and I've been looking for it ever since. I go back to my mom's house and dig through the closets.
I could have turned the whole thing around.
Oh
back
man,
then.
if I had that 100 bills,
Bro, I don't
I'd be a different Kippy.
That's like $12,000 now.
Well, I asked my dad. I go, yeah.
inflation, right?
In Canadian?
How much Bitcoin is that? I would have, dude. If I had that $100, I would have gotten into Bitcoin early.
Real early. Fucking dude. You would have just I don't even know what happened to the jet ski, to be honest. I really don't. I asked my dad I was like, what did we do with that? You know, he wasn't there, but whatever.
Just talking in an empty guest room. He's working.
So then after that, I don't know. My dad remarried. My dad married my stepmom at Mar-a-Lago. Isn't that crazy?
So you guys got a little bit of cash.
I'm so
Yeah.
poor.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around what Mar-a-Lago is. When he
Well,
goes
it's not
there.
how you say it.
Is it one house? Because he lives there.
Who? Trump?
Yeah.
I thought you meant my dad. Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
No, but Trump.
Is that a resort?
It's a private residence.
yeah.
That's probably, I don't know how many, probably like 15 acres, I'm guessing.
Okay.
It's big. It goes from ocean to river on like Palm Beach Island. He bought it. It was like his best investment ever. He bought it for like a couple
I thought it
million
was a
bucks,
golf
and now it's
course.
worth $40 million. It's not.
Is there a golf course there?
No, there might be like one like small hole. I don't really remember. I
So
kinda
it's a
blocked it
private
out.
residence that they rent out for weddings and shit?
Yeah, I think my dad's was like the first wedding.
That
there.
had to be expensive.
Yeah, I was like, this is interesting that you.
Did
can
your mom go?
She watched from a canoe. She watched from my jet ski. She watched.
Like the
from-
guys at the Giants games?
Yeah.
Sitting up there waiting for the corsage.
The bouquet.
Yeah.
The bouquet.
The bouquet.
He's gonna cheat on her too, scumbag.
Oh, where did your mom?
Throw it farther.
Where'd your mom and dad get married? Not fucking Mar-a-Lago.
No.
You've said it 3 different times. It's been wrong. Not Marlboro, Miles.
Not
Marlboro Lights.
Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago. Now they got me fucked up. Mar-a-Lago.
I don't even.
Doesn't matter. We ain't never gonna be there.
Marlboros.
We're never getting a table at that joint.
Well, look. I remember
Not
going-
with your cool new jacket on.
But yeah, so yeah, we were there, and I don't even really like. Yeah, the wedding was nice, I guess. At that time, Trump wasn't Trump.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I
Just a
mean?
guy.
He was just a guy that was pretty fucking cool back then, you know. I mean, whatever. And yeah, I don't know. So then they got married. My stepbrother moved in. They got a townhouse. My stepbrother moved in. My stepbrother Jake the Snake,
Okay.
and he's as Florida as I should show you
Really?
a photo. I'll show you a photo after.
Yeah.
He is Florida.
Throw it
He's-
up on
Oh,
the screen.
and this was a step up for her. She was a receptionist at a doctor's office.
Now she's got the doctor. She's got
Oh.
Mar-a-Lago. I didn't even think of that.
Wow. I
Bro.
assume
Now she's spending some cash.
Bro.
she's not Jewish.
No,
Okay.
no, she's the one
There's
that
no
spray
Jewish
painted our
secretaries.
fucking temple. I was like, why do you have spray paint on your hands, Genie?
And that's how they found each other.
Love and hate is very close.
That's too
No, so
I'm sorry. Are they still together? Your
Yes.
mom and your
Wow.
your stepmom
yes,
and your dad are still
they
together.
are. They are.
So they must have turned on the spending once they got into the castle, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Then that
a little
pisses-
bit. One time, my dad bought a boat. Right, he bought a Jupiter or not a Jupiter, whatever. One of these nice center console boats, probably $70,000, like an expensive boat.
Okay.
Center console is nice.
Yeah.
I'm from my dad's from New York. My mom's from Chicago. We're not like a big you won't find me in the mangroves in Florida, but my stepbrother, he is a mangrove. He is a walking alligator.
He's still
I picture him in a sleeve. I picture him like Larry the Cable Guy. I don't know why.
No, he's skinnier. He kind of looks like he could be like in Bloodline, but he just works on the dock.
Okay.
And he doesn't have a talking role.
He's a deckhand. I got you.
He's stolen a couple of crab traps in his day.
Yeah, he lives in a crab trap. Yeah.
He's not adverse to stealing a lobster or two.
He sells
He
them.
knows his way around a crustacean. I'll tell you that much.
We got hot lobsters. Hot lobsters. Yeah. So.
So your dad buys a
No.
boat?
I remember. No, this was like later in my life, and I was just like, "Hey, I want to take the boat out." He's like, "You can't take it out without the captain." And I was like, "Who the fuck? You're the captain of my dad's boat. I can't use my dad's boat."
Your stepbrother.
My stepbrother.
Said? Oh, I would
The
have fought him.
captain.
I would have fought him. Anybody that
He had a
refers to
good
himself
point.
as
Especially if you're bringing some girls, man. I'll tell you that. You got to let me get out there.
Jake's got to get a taste. Okay.
He loved his puzzles. He'd get mad if I went near his puzzles. That was another thing about him. He's like, "You're going near my puzzles, man."
He sounds autistic.
Wait, why
he
did
might
you?
be.
Why were you two?
It's good in there.
You two were living in a.
Wait, were you living with him? No.
You moved in?
Who? Me? No, never.
Oh, you didn't move in with Jake and your stepmom
No.
and dad.
Oh, like when I was younger, we would do Wednesdays every other weekend. That kind of thing.
Wednesdays.
Your dad didn't have a good lawyer, did he?
What?
Wednesdays every other weekend. Jesus, it's like 6 hours a week.
That's the night NYPD Blues on.
A
You
good
got
lawyer. He had a
screwed.
great lawyer. He didn't want to
He
see
didn't want-
us.
yeah, it's true.
He was the best lawyer ever.
Well, it's also that
It's
puts
like
your-
Wednesday's a little much.
He's got to act like he fought for you.
Wednesdays. Fuck.
God damn it, Wednesdays.
How long was the divorce? The hearings long? No.
No,
Pretty
it kind of
quick.
rolled over real quick, actually.
They go Wednesday?
All right, that's it. We'll take it.
It's always tricky too because I know with same thing. My dad had some cash when they got divorced, and same thing. The younger woman from the office moves.
Oh, really?
Same exact thing. And they start spending some cash.
She's known at his mom's house as the Who.
No. They're no longer together anyway. Things aren't real.
Not that
stable
you
over-
know. How would you know?
Yeah, sure they could. They
Sitting
could.
outside
blocked.
Thanksgiving.
He's blocked you on everything, including real life.
But the mom because now your dad's got to cut money. Your dad's got to give money to your mom every month. So then she's going. He bought a fucking boat. It's like she's now aware of the spending.
Sure.
That him and the new wife are spending,
Having a good time over there.
and you're just sitting there trying to eat your fucking chicken fingers. Like, yo,
Bro,
what
you
the
know what my
fuck?
dad would do? He'd have my stepmom cut the check. So every day she's writing this big check to my mom, and then she's
This
like,
guy's
well,
diabolical.
Wow.
He's like, I'm saving lives. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
he's a king.
Yeah.
He's a fucking, honestly, they would call, like, I remember going into his office and people would be like, your father saved my mother. Like, he was treated like,
wild.
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. Like, my dad our relationship now is actually way better than yours. But it
No
really
offense
is.
to you personally.
Like, it only got better. I
But
don't
my
know.
dad still loves me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
He tolerates me.
But here's the thing. This is the way I look at it. If they were, he does have this job, okay? That's not a regular job. He's saving people's lives. I know there's a lot of money involved in it, but you don't really get into that shit for the money per se. To a degree, you're trying to be a doctor to save people's lives. It's a nice after effect. But if he's at home getting his fucking balls broken, there's fighting and yelling. I mean, push comes to shove. What's going to happen?
I mean, I think.
I'm saying, so you can't be that. It's not like you have a grudge against him.
No, I mean, I did for a long
Sure.
time
Yeah,
when
of
you
course.
live
What are you
with.
talking about?
No. I get what I get
what I'm saying.
But nothing.
Why
you
the
said.
relationship's good now.
Nothing.
Yeah,
you
but as a
said was
kid, you're not
right.
being like, well, at least he's
No,
saving
I know
lives.
that.
Like,
I
that's
know
a
that.
fucking jerk off.
I know that. But
That's
he's
the
saying
problem.
now
I
their
couldn't-
relationship
yes,
is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you see your father as a human and not this monster that just cheated.
And,
Yeah.
and
like,
there's way less emotional investment in them. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't really care.
And
if
you
this
get
guy likes me
older
anymore.
and you cheat and you learn how to cheat and you realize that your dad
and you
was
get a boat.
no, but you realize like okay, people. Fucking,
Yeah, they're
like,
human.
Yeah,
They're
of course,
human.
of
Like
Yeah, we're human.
and I didn't know the guy. We never had conversation. Like I didn't, but now we talk. Like now, like I don't know. It's great now. But yeah, back then you just see him as this character your mom draws them.
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure she wasn't.
Oh, she wasn't thrilled.
Yeah.
No. It would be,
You heard it every day when you were living with her.
yeah, it was bad.
But she got the house.
She got the house, which had a balloon mortgage, so then she had to sell it. Yeah, it was cool.
Upside down.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
He
cool.
had to have known
Yeah.
that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, keep the house, no problem.
Yeah, see you in 3 years.
Yeah. All right, so you want the house and only get them on Wednesdays? All right, I guess so. I guess.
Deal. Play a
What
lottery.
do I sign? All right.
Play the lottery after that. You got a hot hand.
Yeah.
He drives away like, no.
Yeah.
And then right down the street, he just says,
You hear the radio turn up. Now that I'm free.
My dad loved
he
Petty,
stops
dude.
limping as like fucking Kaiser Soze.
And like that, he was gone.
he drives an old piece of shit car, gets out, gets
Yeah.
in a new one. Yeah.
He throws a match in that thing and burns. Takes his watch and his wallet off, keeps walking.
Yeah, no, I mean, but yeah, so, I mean, that was pretty much my childhood.
Sounds great.
And then where was the...
Yeah.
Where did you go from there? Where'd you go to school? Because your brother does well, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
All
He
What's he do for a living?
he's this private equity fund.
That's
So it's like
huge.
Richard Gere in Scent of a Woman. He
Pretty Woman.
Oh yeah,
And
Pretty
you're
Woman.
the second person to compare somebody to
Yeah,
Richard
Sarah
Gere.
Tolomash said her dad was Richard Gere in Pretty Woman.
Scent
Son
of
of
a
a
Woman.
woman. Hooah!
You guys
My
gonna
wife
take-
is a hooah!
Look, my brother.
How much to stay tonight?
How
whole night.
How bad would you fucking feel if my brother fucking had a grenade in his hand and it fucking took out his eyes? How bad would you feel? And I was actually right.
I couldn't drive a stick, and I saw it on the road.
So anyways, he was like Al Pacino and Godfather.
In any given Sunday,
yeah,
we're going to win this game.
Yeah, we're gonna get him on the goal. We're not gonna. No, that's Rudy. Okay. A game of inches. That's what that speech.
All right.
That's a great speech. I love a good fucking sports speech.
Any Given
Oh,
Sunday
yeah.
is very underrated. That's a great fucking
It's a
movie.
it's real fucking hammy, but it's all right.
Also, is it underrated? When people say these things, I don't understand these
Yeah.
ratings. You know,
You can throw that out sometime too. That's real underrated.
no one ever goes.
Yeah.
Is it?
Actually, it's quite rated for what it is. Actually,
They actually did okay on the
Yeah,
budget.
it's
and they
moderately
they
rated, I
They made their money back. They had mixed reviews, and it did okay domestically.
I mean, people say that about like Bill Burr. They're like Bill Burr, most underrated comedian. It's like underrated. The guy has $20 million.
Yeah, guy's doing all
What
right.
are we talking about?
how many jet skis is that? Huh? Buy a lot of used jet skis.
If I do the
for $20.
math, it's a lot of bar mitzvahs. It's a few bar mitzvahs.
So your brother's done well.
So my brother did very well. My brother,
Is this where? Can I ask you? Is this where the house in the Hamptons comes in?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I see you. You're one of you can operate in that world. I could see you. You put on a nice pair of fucking salmon pants and a duck belt. Put a fucking Izod on. I could see you hobnobbing at these
yeah,
parties.
fancy eyes on.
Yes, but then I think you all.
Fancy to him.
Yeah, I know. He's like, look at you. I can see you put it on fucking polo
Look at
sport
you with your collared shirt.
and your neon sign.
You know what? Got neon sign, buddy. You know what I mean.
No, I know exactly
You
what
can
you
mix and
mean. I
mingle.
can mix
but then you also know what guy that works at the catering company that walked up to and say,
get
"Hey,
blow."
where do I get a 20 bag later on?"
I think that's a great
I think
skill
it's
to
great,
have.
too. That's why I love
It's not
you.
just a skill. I think it's like I really do appreciate
Both ends.
both ends.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really do. Like, and it's like you're a centerist, kind of like, but like no, just say you have money. Just say you're, But I'm like, look,
Don't look me in the eye
I
at dinner.
stepped over your dead body for 7 years. Like I earned it. Like, but you know what I mean? Like but I've always felt that way. I've always felt
I gotcha.
that way. Like where I always felt like an outsider with the rich, like
Sure.
the real rich. But I don't know. But yeah, I can. It's funny. There's not much difference when you
Of
think
course,
about
yeah,
it.
no,
If you
it's
could
close.
Just nicer
Yeah.
houses, better clothes.
Yeah.
And once
the
you're
wine's better,
involved in-
seafood's fresher.
Seafood's fresher. Yeah, you're not getting the crab salad from Subway, which you think is a delicacy.
Yeah.
That's worth $100,000.
I love it. Yo, they don't make it anymore. So if anybody at Subway's watching, bring back the seafood delight, please.
Oh, you would get that?
Oh, they
Oh
do. They
my
do it
God.
great.
I didn't even know they sold seafood.
Oh, they did it
I'd
great.
rather eat seafood from the Subway than fucking from a Subway
Let me
sandwich
tell you
shop.
something. Subway seafood salad on a fucking on a 12-inch fucking wheat roll with a little mayo and some sweet peps. Good night. Throwing a bag of Sun Chips and a Dr. P.
Yeah, they
I'm
were
out.
so big on Sun Chip.
They
Get
are.
the-
They were.
Give me a
I-
Dorito. What are we doing with the Sun Chip? Get out of here. They make you think it's
The
healthy.
Harvest cheddar.
Harvey, get out of
I
here.
love what? Sun chips rule king.
No, it's like eating a cardboard box.
The salsa's fun.
The garden
one-
salsa is awesome.
garden salsa.
When those things hit, my parents, I thought my dad got a promotion when those things showed up out of the grocery.
I love seeing your family cut up that seafood delight in 12s. We're eating good tonight, kids.
I call the end.
One sun chip each.
No one wants the end. You want the end? No wonder why your dad doesn't talk to you. Yeah, right?
What?
He's like,
I
give me
love the
just
end,
the
too.
crust.
I thought
Yeah.
he was talking to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm the asshole here. No, you're eating seafood from Subway
fuck
that they probably
me,
served
dude.
in an ice cream scooper.
Well, that's part of the fun.
Makes it feel like a seafood dessert. You know what I mean?
I see you bring it to Cold Stone. You're like, mix that in.
Can you chill this? Can you chill this a little more?
Can I get the crab with the Reese's Pieces?
Make a smoothie out of this. Yeah, if they don't serve it in an ice cream scoop, you're getting ripped off. You got to know how much you're getting. 3 ounces. Let's go. Measure that shit out. You don't like mashed potatoes served with an ice cream scoop? Oh, they're
No.
always good mashers.
Where are you ordering mashed potatoes that come out like that?
If you go to like a VFW buffet, they got spaghetti meatballs.
Look how he says buffet.
The
guy says buffet like he's like in an Izod shirt.
Yeah.
Buffet. The buffet.
Yeah, real fucking loose B. Buffet. A buffet.
The buffet.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where we were with that. I don't even know.
The Hamptons.
Oh, the Hamptons.
Your
Yeah,
brother
so
does good. What about your other brother?
he
Your
does
real brother.
good. No. Well, they're both my real.
No, I know. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Yeah, he
Not
does-
Randy we're talking about it. Or Jake the Snake.
Might as well. be
Not the
Randy.
captain. The captain's got a line on a charter.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a Hamptons kind of guy to me. More like a Hamptons Inn fella.
extended stay. So he's got a stove he can.
We
cook some
stayed
meth.
in an extended stay place down the shore
Oh,
for,
who
for-
does that?
bragging
for
again.
vacation once. Had a kitchenette. We were like, "Yo, what the fuck is this, dude?"
An extended stay for he's 4 hours. Like, get him out of here. It's an hour.
You can
pay by the
shower, but
hour.
then you gotta go.
The hooker's got to come in. No, my brother, like, he was going to go be a doctor, but he did, like, pre-med, and he couldn't figure it out. So he had, like, organic chemistry. So I was like, if he can't do it, I'm not going to be a doctor.
What,
know?
did you attempt it? What'd you go to school for?
I cheated on everything. I was a finance major.
Just like your dad.
At Tulane.
Learn
That
from
was
the old
one
man.
thing.
Takes after the old man.
Kevin, that
Ah.
was one thing. It was one thing, and it was my mother.
I'll never forget my dad
This guy's
told
a
me.
spitting image of his pop, huh?
Well, when in doubt, cheat.
And that's when I got to know my dad. No. Yeah. So no, I majored in that because my brother went to Tulane too.
Okay.
He majored in finance. I was like, I'll do finance, and make everyone happy, kind of thing.
And did you work in finance after?
No.
No?
My jobs is a whole nother, like, probably hour and a half. But I went back to Florida. I moved to LA to be a PA.
This guy
Production
really,
assistant.
really shoots for the stars, huh? Who the fuck moves to LA to be
I
a
drove cross
production
country.
assistant?
I thought I had a job. It was a weekend. It was an hour and a half.
It was a music video or something.
It was a Waffle House or an Ihop with Joe Mchale, Ihop commercial.
I
thought I had a job for, like, with benefits.
You were going home with Joel.
Yeah.
So I'm like your guy now, huh?
I wore a suit.
No, you did.
They're like, you're moving boxes, and I was like, does that mean I'm getting residuals? They're like, I like read a book about production for, like, dummies or whatever.
Dude, I did a PA. I had never done it before. I moved up here, and they're like, we need someone. It was like a friend worked there. He's like, I need someone for the day. Pays up, $12 an hour. I'm like, I'm in. And I'm like, I'm doing it. It's for a music video. And I'm like, what do I have to do? He goes, just wait till someone says we need a PA on the walkie-talkie and then go do whatever they tell you to do. I go, okay. So I'm standing there, I'm smoking a cig, and all I like just listening, like, someone's in the shot. I'm like sitting there smoking. They're like, someone's get out of the shot. I'm like, well, they're not saying a production assistant.
It was just Jerko holding up this.
I'm sitting there smoking a cig. They're like, get out of you're
guy
smoking.
whose
Get
dad
out of the
hates
shot.
you.
Oh my God.
The guy whose dad doesn't talk to you.
Your dad's not going to call you back next month, okay?
Hey, single mom face, get out of my shot.
Dude, it was bad.
Kevin's like, wow, someone else here?
I felt like such a fucking asshole.
Yeah, so I drove. Yeah, and so LA didn't work out for me, to say the least. I ended
Until
up
Tuesday it did.
Yeah.
Well, I lived there for like a year, and
I'm gonna make it big. One day I'll be making $17.
Did you
an
start
hour.
doing comedy when you got out there?
No. I walked by her. I lived like an hour and a half away from West Hollywood, too. I don't know what I was doing. And then I lived in Hermosa. I'd walk past the Hermosa Comedy Club, and I was like, one day I'll walk,
One day I'm going to be a PA there.
Yeah. One day I'll do that guy's laundry. And no, but like, yeah. So like, I remember I wrote like a little bit, like a sketch, like a
skit
2-minute
sketch?
whatever,
Mhm.
like about my foreskin. I was gonna wear a turtleneck on stage.
Oh,
It
man.
would have killed. It probably would have killed.
Got a real carrot top over here.
Wait, you're not circumcised?
Never.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I'm
I was
circumcised.
gonna
Are
say.
you kidding me? That's what Jews
Prove
do.
it.
We sell it on the fucking for shoes. No.
How do you
Yes.
think they get their cool hats?
So it's like 10 skin.
It's 10 skins a hat.
Some big pieces. Take like 400 to make a. Make a
Look, you
sock
got to
out
do
of mine.
something with them. So anyway, so I lived in LA. I ended up. Long story short, I go to New Orleans and to hang out with friends, and I end up doing too much blow. Believe it or not, and
Believe it.
I actually never.
Oh, we believe you.
I never bought cocaine
Okay.
in my life. But
Ever?
I did it like probably like 15 times
To
in my
this
life.
date.
Yeah, to this day.
Wow, I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, and but I did a lot that night
Okay.
with a stripper
Okay.
overlooking Lake Pontchartrain, talking about life.
All
We
right.
weren't even fucking. We weren't. No dick was hard. No pussy was wet. It was just, hey, what is life? And next thing I know, I did a gravity bong hit. You know what that is? Like when they cut.
Sure.
Yeah.
And and then my body went numb. I couldn't move my arms, and I thought I was having a heart attack or a stroke. And I had my buddy drive me to the ER. Then I spent 3 days in the ER in the heart ward.
Okay.
Blood thinner put in my stomach. $8,000 ran up a bill, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll go back to Florida.
Jeez.
like that's when I decided. I mean, it was I was in great shape then too.
Did you go back to your mom's?
Went back to my mom's. Moved into my mom's. I was living there. I had no idea what I was gonna do.
Uh-huh.
And I remember I found this like note or this letter that was written to me from a girl on a cruise, like years before. And I was like, oh, this is why I had the coke overdose and failed to find this girl. And anyways, I hit her up on Facebook. She wanted nothing to do with me. And so then,
Talk about Pretty Woman, huh?
yeah.
Real fairy tale.
Yeah, Pacino. So anyway, so I end up, I do real estate. Real estate was booming then.
Yeah. Okay.
So I got a real estate license.
So many dirtbags try to get into real estate.
Bro.
Oh, all of my cousins.
Were you cleaning up?
everybody did it.
Huh?
Were you cleaning up?
Bro, I made $300,000 overnight. Like, so I had no money, right? I'm in debt. I just got a mild overdose. And then I end up getting my real estate license on the second try. And then I end up, with the first one, I was like, whoa, this is hard. And,
First one was to take the pictures of the test.
so I end up, I'm like,
First one is to steal a Scantron.
Person just, I'm just casing the joint.
it's like Ocean's 11,
Yeah.
but it's like so sad. It's like, no, you just have to write C. So
Florida real
So I
estate
get my license, and I'm like trying to sell houses, and I don't know what the fuck to do. And then my buddy Rusty, the third, a good friend from high school, he
It's
got
actually
his-
a Labrador.
Have you seen Air Bud?
He's a cancer sniffer.
I love a dog that does real estate. It's so great.
Shit's all over the living room, but get you a hell of a mortgage.
We're gonna have to get a rezoning. What do you think, sport?
Subprime.
Rusty, stop wiping your ass on the floor, Rusty.
The best is when a dog talks
Oh.
and says English, but also in a dog voice, like
Yeah.
subprime.
Dude, anytime animals do human things, I fucking love it.
I do love it.
Forget about it.
So, and then so he's like, we should sell land. So then there was these orange groves that I had no idea, but he figured it out. You put together some parcels and you sell them to home builders that would clear the land and build. So this was like the height of the market. So we had it under we got 6 parcels under contract.
Okay. Who paid for the actual parcels?
So we found this buyer from South Florida, right?
Uh-huh.
So he had this. I saw his pro forma. You know what those are?
No.
Those numbers things. Anyway, whatever. It just shows what you're gonna probably earn from profits, right? And it was like insanely high. And I was like, then the guy got canceled. I was going to buy it, one of the partners. So they were going to back out. And so I had my uncle, who's big in real estate in Chicago, come down. He bought it
Yeah.
for like $7.8 million. Next thing I know, I get cut a check for like $280,000. And I'm just like, okay, this is pretty cool. You know,
You've never had any kind of money like that before in your life.
No, not at all.
This
He was a
didn't-
production assistant
this
for a
didn't-
weekend.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This couldn't have ended
Joe
well.
Mchale wasn't paying like that.
Oh, it did not end well. It did not end well at all. So then I end up doing one other deal. I make like $90,000, and then we had that deal under contract for 7.8 for 16.1 to a home builder. So everything was like perfect. You know, like I was just gonna make another like literally $1 million, like literally $1 million.
Oh, wait, why? Would you get paid?
Yeah, I'd get paid for the flip too,
Oh, okay.
and because we found the buyer too. And
Wow.
so next thing you know, the market starts to get a little worse. And I'm
Oh.
like, nah, but you know, we're buying bottles. I bought a Tundra, like a truck.
But
I
you
love
still-
how he bought a Toyota Tundra. He's
Wow.
dropping
Bro,
that
it's
like
42
he's,
G's.
he's dropping that like it's Jaguar. So I got the Tundra out back.
But you don't have to give any of the $300,000 back, right?
No, not that.
Did your Tundra have that extended cab gate that like the
an
gate-
extended stay?
No. The Tundras have that. Never mind.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
what you're saying. No, it was 42 G's. I put rims on it. I put like 22s on it, not spinners, but they just sat still. But
That's insane.
and then I traded in the truck for a Mercedes with my used car dealer friend named Jack Hardy. Go see him on US 1 in Vero. Good guy. He'll take
If you
care
want to
of
get arrested.
Still
Yeah.
wet my beak a little bit.
Not to-
I still get a couple of points if I send anybody to Hardy.
Wait, was the parcels a legitimate thing? Like you didn't,
yeah, there were 60 acres of orange. Like,
Has that been developed into real estate?
so this is where it gets fun.
Your
So-
uncle doesn't talk to you anymore.
I'm still on the hook. Do you know any buyers?
and that's the podcast. I think you guys figured this is like
That's
a,
why I invited you here. You got to find five
What
friends.
is this,
and I'll
True
find five
Detective?
friends.
You start smoking.
Fully, you know, you're a smart guy. you burned a few bridges in your day. You know when a bridge is burned. So no,
I think
yeah.
I still owe you 50 for staying at the place.
Don't think I forgot. So anyway, so I ended up, the market just kept getting worse and worse, and we keep spending more and more money. I bought a condo for like $220,000. Oh, by the way, I traded in that truck for a Mercedes
Yeah, from Hardy.
AMG, and I threw $7,000 in cash at his face in a brown bag. It was the best day of my life because I had to like split the difference. It felt great. I love it.
This guy's nuts.
Yeah, so then I end up losing everything, right? So my house went from $220,000
I was going to say,
to
because you pulled up here on
$60,000.
a bike that your brother bought you.
Wait, how much it was worth?
I didn't think you saw the Tundra or the AMG, buddy.
They're in my fucking parking garage.
Pulls
No.
up here on a wave runner.
Dude, I ended,
You got a dock? Where do I put this? You guys got bumpers for this thing?
so I end up I don't know. Yeah, so we end up losing everything. So my house went from 220 to like 60,000.
Did you have one of those mortgages too? Like all of a sudden your mortgage was ridiculously high?
No, but these mortgage like
But the house was
there's
no
like-
longer. He had a $200,000 mortgage for a house that's now worth $60,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to short sell it. And it's funny when you short sell a house, they give you like $1,800. Like you did it. like it's
Yeah.
supposed to like I already put 40 grand into it, you know?
How much did you end up selling the house for?
60.
You sold it for 60.
Yeah, like $60,000.
And did you get any of that money?
I got
18.
1,800.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's it.
I thought that was
Yeah,
like a
short- what-
bonus or something.
Yeah, pancakes on the brain. What do you just? He literally just explained all the numbers.
I didn't know if that
So
was
you
all
sold
he
it
got.
for what? 60?
So when you looked at the pro forma, what
Yeah.
was that?
I didn't know that was all he got. God
Yeah, so that's
damn.
all I got. And then I was in debt. Whatever. Can't really talk about that. But,
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then
But the 300
not at least for
evaporated.
another 7 years.
yeah. So I ended up getting my car repoed,
Nice.
which was pretty cool for my dad's nice house.
Which was
Pretty sure he
cool.
was thrilled.
the tow truck driver
Wait,
was
what
looking
car?
at my
The-
dad's house.
the
he was just going,
Mercedes?
this doesn't add up.
He's like, you said it was 112 Mockingbird Way?
Yeah. No, it was actually a old Yukon, which I traded in because I would pay less payments, but the gas money really got me on that, which wasn't smart. I'm not as smart. I'm not good with money. You know,
Yeah, we're picking up on that.
I started with a jet ski. You know, my my brother fucking took his bar mitzvah money.
Most people
and
get a
bought
bike.
Disney
Yeah.
stock.
Yeah.
You know, my brother like made $9 million off of whatever. So yeah. So anyway, so I lost everything, and then I was in debt. And I mean, really, the story goes. Then I moved to New York for a while. I thought I would be a screenwriter. I tried to write a movie. That's when I was like, oh, I'll be creative. I'll sell that.
Was it the story of you
You would think. No, it was about Laughers for Hire. Like, it was just some random,
Write
like...
what you know. Come
Yeah.
on.
About a scumbag from Florida.
It was the dumbest movie you've ever... And I sent it to a buddy, and he's just like... Who worked for, like, a big production company in L.A. He's like, this is
Listen,
the
this
worst
stinks,
thing
but I need a PA this weekend if you can make it out to California.
I'll drive now.
I'll drive.
Can I borrow a car? Because mine just got repoed.
They just took the Yukon.
So, yeah. So, I ended up moving here. Worked for my brother for a while. That didn't work out. I had a panic attack in the middle of the night. I was working in Ohio for one of his companies. So they like buy manufacturing companies and flip them after they make them run better, and then fire everyone and then sell them for more money. And I was working in a factory with a hard hat on. I'm like, I'm just trying to be a creative here, you know?
Yeah.
How do I have a hard? And I just had a panic attack. I was working the night shift, went back to Florida, then working for like a company called Nurse on Call, because my dad's a doctor and it was at-home nursing, which cancer patients need to have.
Sure.
And so anyways, long story short, then I got into comedy at 30.
I will say this, though. There is something to be said for that, because I've had that moment, too. And I think that's how you know you really want to do it, is when you are in the regular life and you have the hard hat on, and then all of a sudden you have that moment where you're like, oh, my God, I don't want to be here so bad. This is so far removed from what I feel inside that I should be doing with my life. That's a scary moment.
You need it,
but
though.
that's a you know you never want to go back. You know what I mean? You know, okay, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to do this.
I think so. I think that also it's like every job I ever had was nepotism or some form of like
a connection.
Connection. And I'm very lazy. You know, I've always was lazy. And stand up, you can't. If you really want,
You have to earn it.
You got to earn it.
Yeah.
And it felt good to fucking earn it. You know,
Sure.
Yeah.
It felt like sports again, or like something that like, oh shit,
It's very merit based.
Yeah, it really is. And yeah, so my buddy had a divorce, and his wife left him for like some guy with a big dick, and so then they bought him a comedy class to write jokes about his shitty ex-wife, and then he's like, you got to take this class at the Improv, and so he paid for this class. And
This is in Florida.
this was in Florida, in West Palm Beach, and that's how I started stand up.
Damn.
There you
And
go.
then I moved to New York like a year later, and then that's pretty much And then I was a dog walker for 6 years. You know,
While you were pursuing stand-up.
while I was pursuing stand-up.
But you never had that feeling with the hard hat on again.
I mean, I would say that feeling came every day I picked up dog shit.
I think there's something more to life here.
But
Pebbles.
at least you know you're moving in the right direction, though.
At first, I mean, you moved to New York. We all like romanticize it, right?
Sure.
Well, it's also
Remember
at least you're surrounded by comedians. You're doing some sort of shows and stuff. You're like,
But
I'm in the world. I'm doing this is a means to an end.
It is brutal. Listen, we did 5 years in Philly. That was like kind of fun. We were crazy, but it was kind of fun. And, you know, it had like you felt like it felt different. But here, you could take as many years off my life as you want. I would never want to go back and do those first 3 years of being here.
It fucking sucked.
Fuck it. It just sucked.
I mean,
It was fun.
It sucked.
We drank a lot of
Sure.
beers.
Thank God we're naive.
Tinder had hit.
Exactly.
You got to
Thank
be
God.
naive. Yeah.
I mean, I remember showing you Tinder out front of the Village
That's
Lantern,
true.
drinking beers. You're like, wait, so these are all just girls around here? I said, yeah, if you like them, you go this way. If you don't like them, you go this way. You know what I mean?
You don't have to just wait by the docks. With 20
Wait, and
bucks.
these are free? You're telling me these are free?
Yeah, right. No, but I mean, you just you get motivation from doing something that your family doesn't think is possible. I remember my dad. I was like, I want to be a stand-up. And
Oh, sure.
And he said something to me. He goes, yeah, I wanted to play third base for the Yankees, which is a great line.
Yeah.
And he remembers saying it. I actually don't even like really remember. He said it to me. He's like, I think he came up with it later, but no, but like but like that's like, you know. So
Damn.
in New York, and then I'm walking a dog, and Nikki Glaser takes a photo of me picking up dog shit, and then my life kind of changed from that day because I was walking a dog with wheels.
That's insane.
I'm walking a dog with wheels.
And you didn't know her.
She takes a photo. I don't know. I met her maybe one time.
but like
she
that.
didn't know me.
Yeah.
She thought I was the owner of this fucking lazy dog who fucking doesn't use his back legs. And she puts it on Instagram. And then one of my buddies, like Ryan Beck or something,
I was like, oh, that's fine.
tagged me and was like, yo, that's a comic. She follows me that day. She doesn't live in New York at this time. She's just visiting. Then a couple years later, she moves to New York, and she's like, you probably not still dog walking. I'm like,
No, I fucking am.
I am a dog. Actually, I sniff tumors now. I am a dog.
And I got another wave runner I got to pay for. What do you got?
Make good with the cash, toots.
And she fucking hires me as her dog walker. And the first fucking day I meet her, I'm telling her, I open up to people. You see how I am, but like, and she's like, well, why don't you host for me at Caroline's?
Okay.
First day I meet her, within the first hour.
There you go.
And then it kind of just,
Great.
I walked her dog twice a day. We became friends. Then she had me on the radio show some,
Right.
And it just all like, but
That's
I was
fucking
ready,
great.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
of course,
yeah.
of
You're
course.
kind of, I had a very good showing at Caroline's.
Sure.
Which was scary because Caroline, we all do Caroline's. It's like on a Wednesday. And
There's
there's
four
like,
people in
there's
a room that
four-
holds 500.
So then you go in there and it's like fucking sold out on a Thursday. And I just, I'm like, my jokes work.
Yeah.
And it was fucking, and it was all like, it's kind of crazy how it all like kind of came. And then COVID hit and now we're broke
here.
again. Yeah. But like, no, but things are, finally moving in the right direction, I guess.
That's a hell of a fucking tale right there, brother.
Fucking-
100%
yeah, dude.
garbage.
Garbage. Yeah,
To
I didn't
the
even get
12th hour.
into like all my garbage stories. Like I could go on for days about
That was
Jeez.
something else.
horrible things I've done.
You got anything you want to ask this guy?
Well, I mean, I think we should run through a couple of questions, at least get some yes or no's. You know what I mean?
Let's find out.
Did I talk too much?
No,
What?
No.
No,
That
no,
was
no,
fucking
no.
beautiful.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
Where are you living now?
So I fucking lived in Bushwick in the middle of, nowhere for fucking 6 years.
Right.
And because thousands of people died, thank God, I got to afford an apartment in the city.
I got a penthouse on 48th Street.
I'm actually your landlord, jerk off. Give me the money.
No, I moved out. I got my own place.
That's great.
Nice.
On 7th and, well, actually, I shouldn't say
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
where,
yeah.
but like in like NoHo area.
Nice.
It's the best thing. I mean, when you live in this, it's like changes your life.
Sure.
I mean, whatever. But
Yeah, we moved to a 2-bedroom, and it does change your life
Yeah.
in like a weird way. I mean, that's also because we're not living, you know what I mean? We're crawling through, I'm sleeping on your floor. You're dealing with a guy sleeping on your floor. When you have a little bit of breathing room and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, I mean, you feel like an
yeah,
adult.
you don't feel like a fucking cockroach anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are always like, New York, you must fuck someone. I said, I didn't fuck anyone for like 6 years because I was a dog walker and I had no self-esteem.
Yeah.
I just got the bike.
Yeah, my brother doesn't even know I have it.
All right, let's hit him with a couple of the Patreon questions.
All right. Well, let's do some of the basics.
Okay.
Let's run through some of the basics. Do you brush your teeth in the shower?
I do.
Of course you do, because you're a fucking scumbag.
And
Bro.
you're the only one to ever say it like
with,
that.
with a huge smile
Like we
on
just
your
handed
face.
you an award.
Yeah, I do. Thank you so much.
Hey, we just gave him an Emmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to thank everyone that got me.
So many people that
No,
thanked.
I'm not the best brusher. I've been known to not. I didn't brush my tongue for 15 years. I didn't know you even do that. So apparently you brush your tongue. I put it in the shower. It's another step of washing.
Sure.
So now I don't even think about it. I want my brush. Anyways, yeah,
You keep your toothbrush in the shower.
I do.
Nice.
Why? Who's against this? You are?
Yeah.
this
pretty
fucking
sure.
jerk off?
What do
over
you do?
here?
You do it?
I do everything in the shower.
Okay.
That's why it's
Everything.
gross to brush your teeth in the shower.
My girlfriend.
I eat
finds it
ham
gross.
sandwiches.
That's right. Keep the
The
ham.
seafood delight.
Growing up, did you drink milk with dinner?
No.
Jewish.
What am I, a
Yeah,
fucking
Jewish wouldn't do it,
monster?
yeah.
Milk
Or is
with
it-
dinner?
He's still
yeah, we're big
No, you
milk.
don't.
Still, as a
Big.
45-year-old man.
That's just because you're Jewish. That's why you didn't drink milk with dinner.
no, because
No,
they're,
I
they're
don't
refined
live
people.
in a fucking. I'm not like in the Hoosiers movie. You don't fucking drink milk unless you live next to a cornfield.
Shooting free throws in the dark.
Yeah, you're like, it gets you vitamin D. That's what my dad would tell me.
All right.
Growing up, did your mom keep the butter on the counter or in the refrigerator?
It's a good question. In the refrigerator.
Did you guys have a garage fridge growing up? You have a second refrigerator in the
We
garage?
did, but we had a shark in the garage. My brother caught a shark. This is
What is
very
this, Ace
Florida
Ventura?
story.
What are you talking about?
My brother caught a nurse shark, an 8.5-foot shark. It was in Captiva, which is on the west coast of Florida. Biggest nurse shark ever caught in Captiva.
Whatever. What was it in?
Captiva.
What'd you keep
Is
it
that
in?
the sugar substitute?
No, it wasn't alive. We stuffed that bitch.
Oh.
And we
I
put
thought you had it in like an inflatable pool or something.
It's in the
I'm
back
I'm like,
seat.
these guys are hillbillies. He's not a doctor. This is a fucking animal.
No, but it was stuffed. So every day, if I had to go get a drink in the garage, I had to walk past. We named it Herb because the guy that
Nice Jewish name.
the
Yeah.
captain of that boat, not
He
my
was an
stepbrother,
accountant.
he died like 2 weeks afterwards at sea. He like fell into the ocean or some shit. I don't know exactly what happened. And so we honored him instead of buying a bench. We just named the shark Herb.
Kept it real Florida.
So every day I'd go.
Well,
in the
we
garage.
got the shark. I mean, you might as well name him.
What was in this refrigerator? Juices, sodas,
beers.
Back then, I'm feeling there weren't many options back then with drinks. Maybe some Cokes,
Okay.
Some Sprite.
It's respectable.
There wasn't like V8 or like fucking maybe Gatorades. Maybe Gatorades back there. Yeah. Remember the V8? The kid that drank V8?
Why do you think V8's classy?
My stepdad
That
drinks it. It
shit's-
ain't classy.
Oh, that's like drinking tomato soup. That stuff sucks.
Bro, V8's disgusting.
Ugh.
I remember my Indian friends would drink it, and I'd be like, "That's why you smell."
Jesus Christ.
There was not because I'm not generalizing. That kid smelled.
It was Frank, all right?
His name was Doctor. Actually,
Stay away from
I'm not even kidding. He was a doctor with the last name Doctor. Anyways,
All right, I got a couple of random ones here. Have you ever gone tubing down a river?
yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's real trash.
At
but
his
a
dad's
lot.
wedding. What do you mean?
Was that
That's how she
Mar-a-Lago?
came in. She came in.
That is a lot of fun. I'm sure Jake was probably the leader of that.
Well, my good
excursion,
friends
too.
pushed me. I was like, I don't really want to go down this river. They're like, no, it's fun.
Have you ever had a chain wallet?
No, but I had a Velcro wallet.
That's pretty
Was it
trash.
like a No Fear or something? What was it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I had some No Fear shirts. Big Dog, Big Red Dog.
Ah, the big dogs.
No Fear.
Or
What was the other
Absolute
one?
was another big one, like Absolute Party
Absolute.
Man or Absolute
Fuck.
Football.
Why can't I think? Guy Harvey's a big Florida shirt.
Yeah.
If
That's
we
like
saw you
fisherman.
as
that's all fish.
That's a fish,
My
man.
stepdad's all my stepdad wears is Guy Harvey t-shirts.
If we
So
saw
bad,
you as a
dude.
kid,
It's all fucking Guy Harvey t-shirts.
What's the other one though? Not No Fear. A Big Johnson.
Oh,
Big
okay.
dude, if you were walking
You're
around
trash.
in the 90s with a Big
Yeah.
Johnson t-shirt, you were 100%
So if we saw you as a kid, we would know you were a Florida kid. You're telling us right now.
What'd you look like? What were you? You had a Big
Pumas,
Johnson
what about
shirt
the
on?
puka shells? You wear those?
A little bit, but no. I had a hemp necklace for a while during my
Ugh.
Dave period.
I'm gonna
Did
throw
you
all
ever
had-
have frosted tips?
I did dye my hair blonde, but it just came out orange. But no,
Was that like the
I never
Slim
did
Shady
tips.
years when that hit? That was big for a lot of people.
Yeah, I was like 18.
Ah,
It wasn't
okay,
as a
yeah.
kid, but yeah.
You mentioned Dave Matthews. Did you follow him on tour at all?
I went to like probably 3 concerts. I love Dave. I had a Dave moment. I used to like listen to fucking Dave and cry in a bunk bed,
Have you ever done nitrous?
I have done nitrous, but I didn't do it in Florida. I did it in New Orleans. At this place, they call them Easy Beats. You go into this record store and you go, hey,
The
can I
little
get some Easy
crackers,
Beats
yeah.
and a little cracker.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was pretty cool.
When
Wah,
people-
wah.
yeah,
Remember
when
that?
people-
Wah,
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 yeah.
wah, wah.
Hippie. We used to call it hippie crack.
Yeah, it was such a stupid. It's probably the dumbest.
My
drug.
buddy, shout out. I
Well,
don't wanna
probably
say his
heroin's
name.
dumb, or oxy, but
He was like a mechanic, and he had a license where he could go get
Oh, forget it.
the big tanks. So like he could go fill up like a fucking 5-foot tank. And dude, at one point, like he would just like we'd be like at the bar, he would like pull up, and we're like, dude, you're just doing this on like a Tuesday? Like what the fuck?
where's
got a
that
three-
guy
you got a-
now? Where's that guy?
We got
now?
appetizers coming.
He ain't listening. I know that much.
I mean, it's just so funny to have a tank. It's like your own keg. It's like,
Oh, dude,
what
he
are
would
you
roll around
doing?
with it. Like, yo, I got the tank.
Yeah, you just keep hitting it.
We had one at our fraternity house.
Oh, a tank?
Yeah, of course. Always. There was always a tank at the house.
They were always outside those kind of concerts. There would be one guy
Of
with a
course,
tank
yeah.
selling fucking hits.
$5 balloons.
that
or whatever.
acid, weed, fucking like acid.
Goo
laced-
balls.
Yeah. Acid.
Oh,
laced-
goo balls. They were fuck. I've never done it, but you just all like once my friend got
Fish.
into Dave and fish
What
and
was it?
stuff.
It was peanut butter,
It was
right?
like peanut butter and acid or mushrooms or something.
I
right?
remember this hippie. We went to a Fish concert in New Orleans. I was with all my fraternity friends, and this hippie came up and he's like, "Hey man, you want any goo balls?" And we're like, "No." And he's like, "Man," he's like almost crying. He's like, "The cops got my friend. The cops got my friend, man. They beat him up real bad." And my buddy looks at him. He goes, "You ever thought about joining a fraternity?" And the guy's like so fucked up. He's just like it didn't. He's like Pi Kappa Alpha would love you. Yeah, it was so fucking.
What's your
great.
GPA like this year?
Yeah. Are you in any extracurricular activities?
Yeah.
They really like that on a resume.
I like these questions. These like Florida redneck. questions.
Have you? I guess you probably put a sound system in your car. Of one of the cars.
You would think.
You went rims, but no sound system.
Yeah, I can't.
The Tundra came with a pretty good system
Yeah,
that
it
year.
came
Had a
with
couple
a
of
good
good
system.
6x9s.
I
in
never
it.
put a woofer in or whatever. A woofer.
A woofer.
Wolf over Wall Street.
Any male family members, uncles, cousins ever have a ponytail? Probably not the Jews.
Step family did.
Oh, yeah.
Step family did.
Jake seemed like a big...
Did you ever have to call the cops on anybody in the family?
There were some nights that got interesting. I don't know. My stepmom called the cops on my dad, but then she got arrested, which was pretty cool.
Oh, Jesus
My dad
Christ.
came down in a T-shirt that somehow went past his
Was it Big
knees 'cause
Johnson
she
t-shirt?
stretched. It was a big, yeah.
She got arrested. That's all.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And then my stepbrother actually used my. I got a my dad got me a truck, a Dodge, whatever. Anyways, but my brother, before I ever even got it, drove the truck to get mushrooms. You just pick them off the cow shit.
Wow.
Yeah, you get them yourself back in the day, and he
Which
got
was-
arrested. Cops came, and
For stealing mushrooms?
yeah, because you're trespassing,
Jesus
and he ended up
Christ.
getting off. But yeah, no, there were a few times where cops. I got arrested a couple times. But whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, I got one more. Anyone in your family, assuming step side of the family, is anyone into taxidermy?
Well, the
Was
shark.
the shark. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're into it.
You don't remember Herb? What's wrong with you?
The nurse shark / accountant.
Yo,
that used
we
to live
had
in
a
the garage?
snake. We had a snake. My
I-
brother bought a Burmese python, then went to college and left the snake. You don't leave a snake.
Wait, your brother or stepbrother?
My older brother was in the lizards.
You guys are the weirdest Jews I've ever met.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
We're like redneck Jews kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
Which is not a mix you come by a lot.
Dude, I got arrested for speeding
ain't
on a
finding
jet
that at the
ski in a
SPCA.
manatee zone. That's a real
Did you hear that?
What?
I got arrested for speeding on a jet ski in a manatee zone. You don't know this story?
It was right by Foley's house.
We should end probably on this story. It's a good
Tell us.
story. I got caught on like it was like July 4th. Had some fake titty girl on the back of this jet ski. I'm rolling, going like 85 in a 5. You know, no wake zone.
85.
I didn't know there was speed limits on the ocean.
There is.
Okay.
Yeah. So I get pulled over. I'm hammered. They don't give me a BUI then. They just give me a ticket. They let
What's a
me off.
BUI?
Boating under the
Oh, you're fucking
or a
trash.
Jewy jet skiing under the like, you're a fucking Jew. No, they're like, no, you're getting arrested. So anyway, so then 6 months later,
Jesus
I'm out
Christ,
on a
dude,
date
You are garbage.
with a stripper. Okay, I swear to God, with an Orlando stripper.
Well, we believe you. You don't have to.
Yeah.
He's like, I swear to God, me, this
Me.
guy right
I-
here, who just described being a garbage.
I
piece
know
of
you're not
garbage
going
for
to
an
believe
hour.
this.
Yeah.
So 6 months later, I'm on a date with this stripper, right? She's gorgeous. She looks like Shakira. I swear to God, she's like the hot. She doesn't speak any English. She just keeps going, you're so nice, you know. Stop feeling like a compliment when it was the only word she knew.
Mhm.
And she's like, you're
She's
so
ordering
nice.
dinner. I think you're so nice.
You think it's so nice on the rocks. And then I was like, so we end up, she's the hottest, honestly, one of the hottest women I've ever fucking met in my life. I take her home. She lives in like kind of a shitty part of Orlando. And we're making out. And I'm
He meant
dropping her
Orlando,
off. She
right?
keeps telling me.
Yeah.
She keeps
You drop ours hard.
Folks,
Orlando.
He meant Orlando, not Orlando.
Dude,
Yeah.
the more you talk, the more you might be Jake the Snake.
When I start saying, if you have me start talking about Florida, boy, if I get down there, you get down there underneath the mangrove down there.
I said, this ain't no manatees, huh?
I'll take her down there, Orlando, right? Yeah, you know, it's all right down there. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice, a
Man,
cul-de-sac.
Florida stinks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm dropping her off, and the cop rolls behind my car and shines fucking the light in the car. Gets on the speaker, like, yeah, step out of the vehicle, have her hands up. And I look at her, tell him I'm nice, and I'm just like, will you like
Put in a good word
put
for
in a
me.
good word, and I get out, and he's like, hands behind your back, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, you have a warrant out for your arrest. I'm like, what do I have a warrant? He's like, were you? And I swear to God, he's laughing, like he can't believe what's coming through. He goes, did you? Were you speeding on a jet ski in a manatee zone
With a big titty girl on the back.
with a big titty girl on
You
the
have a
back?
big titty broad on your Yamaha ZX40.
Did you know you got a ticket for that when they wrote you up?
Yeah, but I was hammered. I never paid the ticket.
He was living life. He had a big titty broad on a fucking jet ski. He don't even have pockets. He's got a bathing suit
He's
on.
not worried about the
What's he
environment.
going to do with the ticket?
No, it was like an $60 ticket. And I was like, can I just pay it now? He's like, yeah, you could pay it now. And I was like, I don't have cash on me. He's like, well, you're going to. I was like, can we stop at an ATM? I'll do it behind my back. I'll do whatever you want. And so then this is the best. Like, I noticed his last name was like Hernandez. And I was like, oh, you speak Spanish. Will you tell my beautiful, like the most beautiful girl I've ever gone out with, who just said I was the nicest guy she's
Can
ever
you ask
met.
her for $60?
Can you send up pesetos? And then she ends up, I go, will you talk to her and let her know that I'm not, a murderer? And I don't know what he said to her.
Nothing.
That
he
bitch,
sold you down
she
the-
ran.
Yeah.
He probably said, hey, look, I'll fuck you.
Yeah, here's my address.
I won't send you back
This
to
guy's a serial
Ecuador.
killer,
Yeah. I think she was worried about getting
deported.
or she loved manatees. I don't know. so I don't know what it was. It was one or the other. So then now I'm in fucking the cop car and I'm like, I can't believe you. I'm yelling at the cop like such white privilege. I'm like, how could you? Like, it's free. He's like, and he's like being nice. He's like, look, I'll get you ahead of people. I apologize. I know this is an absurd reason to go to jail. Blah blah blah.
And you cock blocked me.
That's what I sweat. And we were laughing about that. I swear to God, we were laughing about him being a cockblock. And I don't think he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the front of the line." I think he was. I think when he dropped me off, he's
not
like,
the DMV. I'll put you in the front of the line.
He's like, "Oh, you're Dr. Collins' son."
It's not a table at Joe's Crab Shop.
Yeah,
You're waiting. So Tuesday rolls around.
So they put me in. I fucking went into a jail cell, and I'm there with like two like badass motherfuckers, and I'm all scared.
What'd you get? What are you in here
That's
for?
exactly what happened. They were like, "What? I killed. I murdered a guy. I fucking robbed it. What did you do?" I was like, "Fuck." And I wanted to lie, but then I was like, I couldn't think. I was speeding on a jet ski real fast.
should have seen me. I was
doing
revving.
like 40.
I was zooming, dude. You should have fucking seen me. Then the fucking pigs got me.
So I was so scared. I thought they were going to rape and kill me. Like, what a pussy. And the guy goes, I swear to God, to this day, he goes, was it a Yamaha or a Kawasaki? And I swear to God, I go, it was a Yamaha. And he goes, oh, that's a good ski right there.
That's a good personal watercraft.
Put the
right
throat
there.
slitter away. We're
Yeah.
going to let this one live.
If I said Kawasaki, boy,
Oh,
who knows?
man.
And that was like, yeah. So, I mean, that was a very Florida story. I mean, I got out the next morning, but yeah, it was, that's kind of where my life was at the time.
Whew.
You are trash.
Yeah,
Ladies
man.
and gentlemen, Mr. Andrew Collin.
You might steal the fucking. You might take the cake for the most
Something
trashiest
else.
guest ever. One of them. You're
man.
up there.
You guys are great at this, by the way. I'm not
Thanks,
just trying
man.
to kiss your ass, but like this was a lot of fun. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
buddy.
me.
Is there anything you want the folks out there to know? What do you got coming up? We'll check out the podcast.
Yeah, I have my podcast, Puddles with Andrew Collin. I really just have women on there. So if you want to jerk off to the internet, go to my YouTube and just look at the women that I interview. It's pretty cool.
Keeping it classy right till the end of the show. I like it.
It's so funny. I was like, when he first came in, I'm like, oh, he's trash, and then he's like,
I didn't
and then
know.
I thought he was going to be a nice Jewish boy, and then
Yeah.
he turns out to be a fucking redneck hillbilly.
I didn't know we were
from the
walking-
Panhandle.
Yeah, I didn't know we were walking into this.
This is crazy, dude. I got to shower. Guys, make sure you rate, review, subscribe on
Call
iTunes.
my dad after this.
Yeah, well, I'm
I
not.
love him.
I'm gonna try. I think he changed his number though. Dad, still love you. At Kevin Ryan 0, at Kevin Ryan Comedy on all social media. Guys, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. You can get bonus episodes every week, multiple episodes a week by me and H. Foley on
Yes, sir.
patreon.com/RUGarbage.
We're having fun
You can
over
sign up. You can support the fucking show. You can help us keep the lights on, pay to rent. And also podcast merch. Go grab a t-shirt. And the game should be available at Are You Garbage. You can play at your house with your friends.
there. It's going to be awesome. We love you guys. Andrew, what do you got on social media?
Andrew T. Collin on Instagram. And then, everything's there.
Very nice. Tobster, Toby McMullen, everybody.
T-Bone.
At Toby.McMullen on Instagram. Check it out.
Excellent. At H Foley on Ice on Twitter, Foleygrams on Instagram. Give us a follow. Give us a rate and review, the whole 9 yards. And come see us December 10th at Soul Joel's. Me and Kippy will be down there, Royers
It's
Ford,
great.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
we heard
it's
it's
fantastic.
fantastic.
I did it. It's great.
Get
It's like the-
some fucking ticks. 7 o'clock show. It's going to be nice. Come down and see us.
Peace.
Peace.